Hey guys, welcome back to another horror movie in review, and today we are doing one on Sam Raimi's film, The Evil Dead.
Titled Naturan de Manto, roughly translated, Book of the Dead. The book is bound in human flesh and inked in human blood. It deals with demons, demon resurrection, and those forces which roam the forest and dark bowers of man's domain.
Cheryl, what's the matter with you? Did something in the woods do this to you?
No, it was the woods themselves. They're alive, actually, the trees.
Spades. Two spades. Jack of diamonds. Jack of clubs.
Okay, so just one quick thing here before I end the review. At the end of it, I will be covering a schedule that I'm going to start uploading with, and what I'm doing here now is I'm doing a series, the Evil Dead franchise. I'm going to be covering the original 3 movies, so The Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. We're saving the remake until another time when I'm going to do a whole just week on remakes, or a whole week or 2 about remakes. So let's get into it. First off, again, I'm just going to get into the dislikes, get those fucking out of the way first so I can go into everything I loved about The Evil Dead. The camera quality, the audio on the version I watched, and that's about it. That's it. Camera quality looked terrible in some scenes, especially a scene where Ash is talking to Linda. Didn't look that good. Only a bad bit, and some of the lighting. Only 3 complaints, because I had to turn my fucking TV to 30 volume just to hear it. But those could just because of how it was shot, and it was 1981, and it was shot on a very low budget. A very low budget. So let's go into some of the good things. This isn't... Okay, one thing is, when people talk about the series The Evil Dead, and they're thinking of a movie, their mind usually goes to Evil Dead 2. Because Ash isn't, fully developed in here. He's not the comedic Ash that you're going to see in the next movie. Which, this one's just straight up horror. This is a terrifying movie. It actually scared me. And, a lot of horror movies I've watched recently, they haven't been scary. And, this one was. It was the fact the deadites, which are brought back from the Necronomicon, which I think is from H.P. Lovecraft, stuff. So, I probably got that wrong, but no worries. Just search it up, the Necronomicon. So, what happens is, they're listening to the tape recording. And when you say something in the Book of the Dead, it brings demons to them and kind of creates almost like a zombie-like, but intelligent, really fucked up creature kind of thing called deadites. And the deadites are, the ones you see in this movie, they're very scary looking. Most of them have almost kind of look like a zombie kind of thing. They kind of then look like a monster at times, or sometimes it just depends on which one you're seeing, because a lot of them look different from each other. No deadite's gonna look the same as another deadite. The thing is, their skin goes almost kind of grayish, and when you started the video, that's Cheryl's deadite. And another thing is, the gore effects in this movie were fucking brutal. And you see, honestly, Ash get fucking fucked up in this movie. Because essentially his 4 friends die. So it's his sister, his girlfriend, and his 2 friends. They fucking die at the beginning. They die in the first 50 minutes of the film. And the last about 30 minutes of the film is Ash trying to survive it. He kills his girlfriend, I remember, and and him and the character Scott kill the other girl. I don't remember her name, to be honest. So they kill her, and basically they all start getting becoming deadites, except Ash, of course, because he's the main character. Uh, Bruce Campbell did a good performance in this movie, I think. Like, this one's like nowhere near comedic. There's some kind of funny stuff in it here and there, just a joke or like just the joke usually featured in most films. But this movie is nowhere near the comedic side of 2 in Army of Darkness, especially Army of Darkness, which is a fucking straight up comedy. That movie, I think, is literally rated PG-13 almost. Most likely people can handle the Army of Darkness, but this one is dark, disturbing, creepy, makes you feel uncomfortable. The deadites are downright terrifying, as I said. Many things in this movie will just truly get to you. That's why I appreciate it. Also, one nice thing I like, it takes place within, I think, 24 hours, and so the characters are like, they get to the cabin, they're all cool and everything, and then like it's Cheryl goes outside because she hears something out there, like the camera angle doing like this demon shit, and then she gets raped. Like, she gets raped by the trees, and it's a dark kind of it was a very uncomfortable scene. But most rape scenes in movies, they make you feel very uncomfortable. And one thing is, though, Sam Raimi said he regrets putting it in, like this scene. He totally regrets putting that scene in. And he said it was due to him being like, I think he was only like 20 when he made Evil Dead, which is crazy. Also, during that, I gotta say, the camera work in this fucking movie is insane. So, you will see shots in The Evil Dead when the camera's like flying around the room, where it's like almost kind of like floating on the water, where it's going through the forest, and those shots are excellent. They're very well done, and they feel like the spirit or the demonic entity is always with the house, and it's really the set, like the cabin and the trees, they become almost like a character in themselves in the movie. Like, a lot of times when you watch a crime movie, the city is almost a main thing of the movie. So this cabin and the surrounding area are big parts of The Evil Dead, like huge parts of it. Basically, a lot of things in this movie are very positive, and they're like positively good. That's what I meant. It's all good. It's a great film, well made. Even though it was shot on a very low budget, I still enjoyed it. I like kind of the low budget side of horror, the stuff where it's made on a shoestring budget. The people, like, it's people that want to make a movie to make a movie, and this one turned out great. It didn't do well at the box office, if to be honest. I think it only made around $2 million. Like, yeah, that's a lot, but still, for a movie, that's quite short. Because other thing with this, like, other big, small, low budget movies, like, made hundreds of millions. So this was technically almost a flop. Because if you really think about it, if you put this in today's standards, like, so if, for example, a movie that was made for $500,000 and made $2 million, it would kind of be like 16 as that. It's not going anywhere. But the movie gained such a following. It developed a sequel, 2 sequels, a remake sequel kinda, and a TV series, which is canceled now. And I've yet to watch that TV series, Ash vs. Evil Dead. And I heard it's good. There's a lot I can say about the movie, but a lot of things I have to say, like, to say it is, like, just go watch it. Please. It's a great film, a great piece of horror, that stuff we never see in today horror. Like, because today horror is just jump scares and ghost shit and paranormal stuff. and basically just saying, hey, we can make The Conjuring 5 times, can't we? That series, like Insidious, The Conjuring, Nun, I think those movies are complete and utter bullshit, and if I ever did reviews on them, I would be hating on them for being so unoriginal, and I think horror was at its best in I would say the late 70s to about mid 80s is a great time for horror in there. Like I heard someone say today, like this era, but there's like a couple coming out every here and there. Like there's only one horror movie I know that came out this year, and it was Us, and it looked good because Jordan Peele directed it. Because Get Out was a fantastic fucking movie. But really, this movie, Evil Dead, is a true fucking 80s gory film. Because if you also don't know, Sam Raimi was he was charged with making this movie. Like he was charged with obscenity charges, because the movie is gory. It really is. And one thing is it's stop motion, and it looks fucking disgusting. It looks disgusting. And the thing is, though, the stop motion in this movie looked way better than most CGI I've seen. So let's see any, but most CGI I've seen has looked worse than something they did with no computers. So all I have to say about The Evil Dead is just go watch it. And I give Evil Dead a 5 out of 5. So that's the end of the review. But now I want to talk about some other things with the channel and without that. I'm going to be getting into a proper schedule. So a schedule that's going to have days where I'm going to have a video here, and stuff here. So the schedule is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's going to be a horror movie review. This is going to go up on Monday, but I'm currently recording this on Saturday night. So what I'll be doing is I'll be watching a movie on Friday, recording the review. I'll try to record that review on Saturday or that day, and kind of try to get my 3 videos done in that weekend time, because I'll have time to spare. And then just have them on my computer or phone to just upload them right there, so they can just go immediately on YouTube. And that would be great. So essentially, those would be the days. So if you're expecting any movies this week, it's Evil Dead. And another thing is, I have a Twitch channel, which I will try to link it in the description too. It's essentially my PlayStation username, and that's liquid _snake _195 after Liquid Snake and Metal Gear Solid. And I'm gonna stream it on there and on my YouTube channel. So like on my Twitch, it would be more games like more like online games like Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, stuff like that. More competitive online games like even like Mortal Kombat at times. But on YouTube, as you know, I streamed Dark Souls a while ago. So the streams would be more based on, like on YouTube, they would be based more on like games like Dark Souls and GTA and Red Dead Redemption, like more just kind of solo games. I can just kind of like interact with you guys, where you guys can ask me questions and everything like that. One more thing is I want everyone to go check out my friend's channel, Gore. He's a great Rainbow Six player, and go check his channel out. I'll leave his channel in the description. So thank you for watching, and you all have a good day.